Alright everyone, it's day 3 of cutting Ochoco agates. Got some pulled aside that I definitely want to see cut today. It's going between cloudy and sunny out here. It's cold, a little bit of snow. There's a lot to pick from here. So I'm going to try to get some good looking stuff on the saw today, see what we can find. Alright, here's the first one we're going to cut. It's a beautiful quartz plate with some nice sharp lustrous crystals on top. And then inside on the side it's green moss. I want to cut just past these cracks, put a face on it, and have a neat specimen with the moss agate and the quartz crystals. So let's see how that looks. It's getting really windy out here. Here's that specimen cut. It turned out absolutely gorgeous. Beautiful green inclusions. The quartz top. Let's see if we can get that to focus on these inclusions. Oh, it's drying out faster than it can focus. Let's try this again. Beautiful green moss in there. It's another beautiful piece. Alright, this is the second one we're going to cut. It's got like a white base agate. These green moss inclusions inside of it. Kind of unusual. It's not really a good cutting shape. It's kind of weird. I'm just going to try to get 2 specimens out of it. See how it turns out. Alright, here it is cut. You can see it's a gorgeous green moss, a white chalcedony, really pretty. Just a gorgeous pair. I like it. Alright, this one's next on the list. It's a weird nodule. It's got this cavity in here. I'm just going to cut a face right in front of that cavity. It's kind of a red skinner. Not much clue what's going on inside of there. Could be plain. Although right here on this corner, if you look closely, you can see some agate, some little orbicular features. So that one might be a good one. We'll know in a minute. Alright, here's the fat nodule cut up. Boom. Got a geode. It's really neat. The cavity goes way back in there. It just follows this point right here. It's not what I expected to find in this one. Pretty cool though. There's some little white stalactites, probably some kind of calcium carbonate right up front. Really deep cavity. This side's shallow, it's got a little bit of clay back in there still. Really sharp. Lustrous points. Cool. Not what I was expecting at all. Alright, this big weird one is next. See, it's got this folding and banding at the bottom, and it's all agate on the top, likely a moss agate. But again, there's not much clue what's going on in here. See how weird it looks on the side? It's like a mixture of soft and hard. I think I'm gonna either cut it right down the middle here, make two halves that way, or cut it down this long ways, make two halves. I'm really curious what's inside of that one. Could be a dud, could be a stud, we'll find out. Here it is cut. Kind of ended up being a dud. There's cool little corners on each one. You can see where that banded stuff is. That didn't really go inside. Just agatized right there on the corner. So, we could call that one a dud. A little bit of exception. Just right there in the corner. Alright, next. Alright, this one's next. I'm going to check it for iris agate. I'm just going to cut an end cut off of it. And then cut a really thin slab. See if there's any rainbow refraction in it. Highly unlikely. But it does seem to have some interesting optical qualities close to the center. Could be an iris, could be a rainbow iris. We'll find out. Alright, I cut it, checked it for iris. Cut a thin slab. Did not have any iris. What it did have are these cool features. This neat little black dendrite in there. And then these cool patterns in the agate. First I thought they were cracks or quartzy features. But they're not. They're just weird inclusions. Pretty neat one. And here's the actual specimen. See those cool inclusions. Neat one. Different than I expected. That's kind of cool right there, that little round spot. Different than I expected, but cool nonetheless. We're gonna do this little nodule next. It's just a pretty neat little nodule, kind of plain. Looks like kind of some bluish agate. Just gonna cut a face right on it. Try to smooth it out. See what it turns into. Alright, this red skin agate was next. Boom. That's really cool. Got this ring around the moss inclusion. Cool inclusions down there in the corner too. Get it back in. It's a neat one. Some cool bands on that right side now. It's a fun agate. Well, thanks for tuning in, watching. So we cut some more of these Ochoco agates. I think next time we're going to cut some petrified wood from another locality. So stay tuned for that video. If you stuck around this long watching this one, thank you much. And we'll see you guys next time.